When my buddy Jake told me about an abandoned asylum just outside of town, I laughed it off at first. Local legend said the old hospital was haunted by tormented spirits of the criminally insane patients who had died there. Sounded like total bullshit to me, but Jake dared me to spend one night there by myself to prove it was all fake. Never one to back down from a challenge, I agreed. So one moonless night, I hopped the rusty fence encircling the decrepit hospital. The place looked straight out of a horror movie with boarded-up windows, crumbling brick walls, and towers silhouetted against the inky sky. I felt an icy chill as I approached the front doors hanging crookedly from their hinges. The wind whistled an eerie tune through the broken panes as I stepped inside. My flashlight cast dancing shadows down the debris-strewn hallways. I checked room after room, finding nothing but mildewed cots and equipment abandoned long ago. No ghosts so far, but the deeper I explored, the heavier the atmosphere felt. It was like the walls themselves were watching me. I was beginning to think I'd be spending a boring night proving my buddy wrong. Then I came to a large day room at the end of a corridor. Creepy portraits of disfigured faces still hung on the walls, their eyes seeming to follow my movements. I shone my light towards the far corner and my blood turned to ice. A shadowy humanoid form writhed and contorted against the peeling wallpaper. Heart pounding, I inched closer, my light revealing it to be some sort of twisted optical illusion. I laughed with relief at my own foolishness, but the chuckle died in my throat. From behind me came the shuffling sounds of footsteps. Whirling around, I searched the room frantically with my flashlight. There was no one there, but the dragging footsteps grew louder, approaching from the hallway. I ran to the door to escape, but some powerful, unseen force held it shut. That's when all hell broke loose. Shadows detached themselves from the walls and lurched towards me. Phantom hands clawed at my clothes, trying to drag me down. Inhuman screams assaulted my ears as apparitions swirled around me. I dropped to my knees, begging for mercy, swearing I'd never return if they just let me go. For an instant, the onslaught ceased. I scrambled up and yanked at the door with all my strength. It gave way and I sprinted down the pitch-black hall, spectral wails pursuing me. I could see the entrance ahead when searing pain shot through my body, as if every nerve was on fire. With a scream, I collapsed, my flashlight falling from my grip and shattered. The last thing I saw was a blinding light. Then my world faded into silence and void. I don't know how much time has passed. I still inhabit the old asylum, drifting aimlessly down its corridors, feeling the unrelenting agony that led to my demise. No one living can see or hear me. I don't know if Jake or anyone else came looking after I vanished that night. All I know now is an eternity of suffering in the very place I once mocked. Sometimes I spot other wretched souls roaming these halls. Do they even realize we're dead? We are the ghosts now. The only escape is if someone finally destroys this place, but until then, we remain here. Those who said this hospital was haunted were right, for I am one of the lingering damned.